Perhaps because of overly commercialized movies, we tend to imagine a medieval monk's cell as a secretive place, strictly forbidden to the public eye and foot. With that image in mind, as you ascend the stairs to the second floor, you are greeted with reverence by Fra Angelico's masterpiece, the Annunciation. This fresco serves as the dividing point. The hallway splits into left and right corridors, where the rooms are numbered. The question of why this particular work is located here is the most crucial one for understanding the work's identity and the very purpose of the monastery building. We will explore the answer to this when we do a detailed analysis of the artwork later. Along the long corridors, both left and right, nearly 40 small, identical cells are lined up along the walls. The cells are simple, small, and optimized for the monk's solitude and meditation. The rooms are tiny with low ceilings, consisting only of a small wooden window, a bed, and a small desk, reflecting an extremely ascetic life. This simplicity demonstrates the monk's resolve to step away from worldly distractions and focus solely on their relationship with God. The numbering starts in the left corridor and increases as you move toward the right. However, not all rooms are the same. Cells number 38 and 39 at the end of the right corridor were reserved for Cosimo de Medici himself. This was a special space allocated for Cosimo il Vecchio, the most powerful man in Florence and the greatest patron of the Renaissance. Cosimo provided extensive funding to the monastery, and he occasionally used these rooms as a quiet retreat for contemplation, meditation, and a temporary escape from political matters. Specifically, cell number 39 contains two of Fra Angelico's most important frescoes, the Adoration of the Magi and Man of Sorrows. Thanks to Cosimo de Medici's full support, the San Marco monastery was able to be filled with Fra Angelico's masterpieces. On my first visit here, it was possible to go all the way up to room 39 on the low second floor, but unfortunately, access is now restricted by a rope barrier. Standing at this barrier, and viewing the room through the eyes of history, one feels profoundly that this space was a unique intersection where worldly power and spiritual life converged. According to the rules of the Dominican order at the time, monks' living quarters were sometimes separated based on their experience or status. The section for novices, rooms number 15 through 21 in the southern part of the corridor, was designated specifically for them. One notable point: there is a room that holds the traces of Girolamo Savonarola, who was once the prior of this monastery. This room, located at the back of the monastery's second-floor corridor, exhibits his personal belongings, including his habit, rosary, and desk, as well as his portrait and a painting depicting his tragic demise. Savonarola was hanged and then burned in the Piazza della Signoria in Florence in 1498 after instigating radical reforms. Rooms 12, 13, and 14, where his relics are now displayed, stand as a poignant reminder of his life and the tragedy that once shook all of Florence. Should you visit this room, please look closely at the wooden window facing the monastery courtyard. You will see a small, face-shaped ornament attached to the iron bars. Briefly introduced, the second floor of the San Marco Monastery is more than just a simple building structure. It is a living testament where faith, art, politics, and history from the Renaissance era are intertwined. Today, we have taken a general look at the second floor cells of the San Marco Monastery. Before presenting the artwork in each room, I wanted to first explain the structure and features of the cells. I'll occasionally upload a series of videos on the frescoes here, alongside our usual series on famous paintings. Please accompany me on the next art journey by liking, subscribing, and setting your notifications. I will be back soon with a new artwork for our next visual expedition. Until then, I pray you remain in the peace the Lord provides. Thank you. This has been a presentation from Symbols and Masterpieces, a YouTube channel that meticulously explores the content of famous artworks scattered throughout the world.